Hi, welcome to Mikey's Moments, a life adventure. I'm Mikey. Actually, my name is Michael Cochran. My friends call me Mikey, but that's a story for another time. I'm going to do a quick little intro and then get into the nitty gritty. Um, I'm a graduate of Grand Valley State University. Anchor up, go Lakers. The reason I bring that up is because um, I consider myself very well read, very well rounded. And I think that of most educated people. And then I'm not just talking book smart. There's also streetwise, common sense smart, and I think I have a little bit of that too. The reason I say that is what I call myself a group chameleon. I belong to many different groups because I'm passionate about things. I research things. I go in depth. Sometimes I even go a little overboard if you ask the right people. But I love the things I love, and I'm passionate about it, and I'm willing to debate, maybe even argue a little bit about them. So, what are some of my loves? Some of my loves are sports. I'm a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm a huge Michigan Wolverine fan. Go Blue. Going to win us a national title, I think, but that's another story for another time. I love comics, as you can see by the Joker back here. Um, I love sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek. I'm not one of those guys that says you got to like one or the other. I like them both. I think sci-fi, if it's done well, can tell stories that you maybe have difficulty telling at times. So yeah, that's some of my loves. But another one of my great loves, one of my passions, is movies. I love movies. And before the COVID hit, I was going to a movie almost every weekend. You heard that right. Almost every weekend. I love the movie theater. There's something about the experience of sitting in the dark with different people. You can go to the same movie two or three times. And I've done that many times. And sit with a different audience, and the reactions are all different. So, yes, I love movies. And so tonight's topic is going to be on a movie. And tonight's topic is very controversial, especially at this time of the year. Because you see, tonight's topic is Die Hard. And is it or is it not a Christmas movie? Well, I'm here to hopefully sway you to believe like I do that yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Now, why would I say this? Well, I'm going to line it up and try to show you. I've got some what I like to call facts. I know a lot of people don't like those nowadays, but I have facts because, as I was shown by my education, that yes, I do research and I don't just click on the headlines. I actually go to see source and all this and that. So let's start first and foremost with the fact that Die Hard is an action film. Yeah, I'm trying to prove it's a Christmas film, but I just told you it's an action film. Because it is an action film. It's an amazing action film. It's a genre breaking action film. As an 18-year-old who's sitting in the dark watching it for the first time, it did things no other action movie had ever done. The hero had to reload his gun. The hero had to check to see how much ammo he had. The hero got hurt and bled all over the place. The hero didn't know whether or not he was going to make it out alive. Now, these are standard things in a lot of movies nowadays, but guess what? Back then, it wasn't so much. Back then, we had Schwarzenegger and Stallone running around with a never ending clip. So, yeah, this was like, oh, wow, this is awesome. And it was really good. But then there's the Christmas aspect. And this is where I'm going to prove it's a Christmas movie. Or at least I hope I'm going to prove it to you. That maybe I can sway you a little bit. Let's start with the first thing. People in my comments, and I hope you leave some, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope you like, and I hope you follow. And you can watch this on YouTube, or you can get it on the podcast. I'll get you that address in the link here. But that's a little later. The fact is, you're going to come at me with the fact that Bruce Willis says Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Well, Bruce Willis said this while he was at a roast that was honoring him. And his exact words were, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's a fucking Bruce Willis movie. Well, he's right. It is a Bruce Willis movie. It's one of his better Bruce Willis movies, as a matter of fact. I like Bruce. I think Bruce is an accomplished actor who let his own stardom kind of sink him sometimes. But hey, we do what we do. So I'm not going to hold it against the man. But then, if we're going to go on the people who were involved in the movie, you got to go to the director, John McTiernan. And guess what? He says it is a Christmas movie. And I'm going to have to lean with him. Why? Because as the director, He has the overall picture of what the movie should be. He's the one that decides what goes where, what goes when. He helps edit it. He goes to the editor. He hires the editor. They go through a process. And he says it is a Christmas movie. And I'm going to go with him. But then I've got my own opinion of what makes a Christmas movie, or makes it a Christmas movie. Let's talk about Christmas movies in general. What do they all have in common? Well, they take place at Christmas. They bring joy and understanding. And a large amount of them have this little thing called a miracle. And guess what? Die Hard has its miracle. Miracle on 34th Street. It has its miracle. They prove it's the real Santa Claus. It's a Wonderful Life. Definitely a Christmas movie. Its miracle. George Bailey finds out why his life is important. A Christmas Carol. Would you classify that a Christmas movie? Well, yeah, but you could also classify it a horror movie. It's full of ghosts. Most Christmas stories don't have ghosts, but it has that miracle. That miracle that Ebenezer Scrooge wakes up and realizes he doesn't have to be an ass. So, where's the miracle in Die Hard? I'm going to share it with you. First of all, it does take place at Christmas. The terrorists show up. Well, actually, John shows up on December 24th. So do the terrorists. John shows up. He goes with his wife. They get in an argument, whatever you want to call it. The terrorists show up. Shooting starts. He bugs out. Terrorists take over. Time goes by. It comes after. It's after midnight. It's Christmas Day. It's the day of Christmas, December 25th. All through the movie, we see Christmas memorabilia. We got the ho 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 joke with the machine gun. We got the garland that's hung. We got the decorations in the Christmas party. You've even got the couple who decides at the Christmas party, you know what, it'd be a good idea to screw. So you got all the Christmas things. But here's your miracle. John McClane is a police detective. Now, if you've watched all the Die Hard movies like I have, John McClane's a good police detective. But he's not trained in anti-terrorism. He's not part of their SWAT team. And he's taking on a highly trained special forces unit designed to infiltrate other countries and break them down from the inside. You heard me. Special forces. Now, just because they're not American special forces don't mean they're somewhat less trained. Anybody here want to take on the Israeli Mossad? I don't. So guess what? The fact that he's even able to survive is amazing, let alone win. And there's where your miracle lies. Plus, he's not getting any help from the Los Angeles Police Department. He's not getting any help from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. He's doing it on his own, except for one person who has belief in him, Sergeant Al Powell. And why? Because Al believes that this guy needs help. And there's that miracle. A second miracle, if you say, a bonding between the two of them that is so strong over such a short period of time that at the end of the movie, Al Powell kills a terrorist to save his friend, who he's never seen, who he's never talked to other than on the radio. And why does he do this? Because it's Christmas, and he wants to send John home with his wife to their kids. There's the miracle of the movie. And it happens at Christmas. So that covers the Christmas miracle. It's no different than Kevin's mom getting home on time. Or even the terrible Schwarzenegger Jingle All the Way movie. There's miracles in there. So it's up to you to decide what is the miracle of Christmas. And to me, the miracle of Christmas is being able to share something for Christmas. And Die Hard does that for people. People consider Die Hard a Christmas movie because it's something they can share. A father sends it on with a son. They can sit together and watch it, no different than when you sit and watch Rudolph every year. And Rudolph, using my political spin, that's kind of a bad Christmas story. I mean, nobody wants anything to do with Rudolph until they can get something out of it. That doesn't sound fair to me. Is that a good Christmas movie? But I love Rudolph, and I'll still watch it. And I don't tout someone who says, well, Rudolph isn't a Christmas. That's just it. If you don't think Die Hard's a Christmas movie, fine. But don't tell other people it's not a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie for them. And there is the thing about Christmas. I think that's what we've lost a lot, especially around Christmas, is it's the joy of Christmas. If Die Hard brings you joy at Christmas, then it's a Christmas movie. Especially since, as I said, it takes place at Christmas time, and there's a Christmas miracle. And that's my take on it. You know, it's a Christmas movie. It's one of my favorites. I put it right up there with A Christmas Story. Matter of fact, I like to watch A Christmas Story and then in my kind of strange mind think that Ralphie grew up to change his name because he wanted to get away from the old man and become John McClane, and he's the one who saves everybody at the Nakatomi Plaza. Now, that could be a stretch, but that's just me. It's how my mind works sometimes. But this is my first post. And I'm going to have other posts. I'm going to talk about sports. I'm going to talk about comics. I'm going to talk about whatever tickles my fancy. That's what this page is about. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you comment in it. I hope maybe I can get some guest speakers. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I wanted my little piece of the World Wide Web, and I hope you enjoy it. And remember, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.